You were lied to about what a man is. They told you manhood is either one of the two extremes. Either you're an alpha, emotionless machine chasing money and women with no consideration for morals or anyone really, or you're a soft, quiet boy who respects everyone's truth and sits down when it's time to lead in fear of your opinions or leadership being criticized and, oh my god, offending somebody for being a straight man. Oh my god, no. They've painted masculinity as some sort of problem to solve, not a gift by God to steward, and you can see it everywhere. In TV shows, dads are dumb, bumbling along like idiots. In sitcoms, husbands are the cause of everyone's problems. Social media, men are either hypersexual Sigma Andrew Tate types or totally passive and going with whatever narrative they're told to because they're not being a man because it's sexist or something. No wonder boys are growing up confused with the current times having the highest transitioning rates. No wonder families are falling apart with the highest divorce rates among families, the highest it's ever been. No wonder why women are overburdened and walking around worrying about even walking to the grocery store from the parking lot because of insane men waiting to do whatever weird stuff they have in mind. No wonder churches are full of women praying while their husbands are sleeping in, watching dudes in skin-tight clothes wrestle each other. We have a masculinity crisis because the real image of a man is not what the culture has been saying, and it's definitely not even what your dad did or didn't show you. It's Jesus. Jesus is the blueprint. And Jesus, he wasn't the soft dude, never being tough enough for God's kingdom. He wasn't this sad, pale guy in the paintings holding a lamb and staring off into the clouds like mysteriously, hoping for some tough guy to do all the work for him. No, Jesus was the most tender, right? But he was also the most tough man to ever live. He wept for Jerusalem and flipped tables in the temple. That's not a contradiction. That's a complete man. Jesus was fully submitted to the Father and fully in control of his maximized manhood potential. He was gentle enough to kneel beside a broken woman and fierce enough to face a cross without backing down. And that's the kind of manhood that we're called to. And let's be real, that's not the kind of manhood most of us were being taught as we were getting older and led to become. Too many of us are stuck in patterns that go back generations. We're living out stories our fathers and grandfathers never finished. Do you ever wonder why anger just erupts in you sometimes? Why lust feels like a war you just cannot win instead of a passing temptation like it should be? Why you don't know how to be emotionally present for your kids? Because of this good news. This stuff, it didn't start with you. Truth is, his dad might have been cold, distant, addicted, abusive, or just absent. But my guy, you did not start this, and you can finish this. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says you're not doomed to pass it on. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. You get to break the cycle. And this is where Luke 13 comes in, the parable of the fig tree. Let's go through it line by line to look at what God expects of you as a man. A man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard. He came looking for fruit on it and found none. You weren't just planted by accident. You're not here to just exist. God is inspecting your life for fruit, not feelings. He's not asking if you meant well. He's asking if you changed. If you led your family, if you loved with strength, if you produced something. This might feel like God will only love you if you do works for him or something, but this is totally backwards. They're not going to earn you into heaven, but will just be evidence if you have true faith or not. For 3 years, I've come looking for fruit on this tree and haven't found any. Cut it down. That should actually be sobering to know as men. God is patient, but he's not passive. He doesn't coddle trees that just take up space and just rot. Leave it alone this year too, until I dig around it and fertilize it. If it bears fruit next year, fine. If not, cut it down. That's both mercy and urgency from God. He's saying, I'll soften the soil, I'll give you truth, I'll pour in grace, but I expect a return. I want fruit. Some of you guys watching are spiritually dry because you've been resisting the digging. You want growth without pruning and keeping everything around you the same job, friends, life. But God needs you to cut it all out. But God doesn't just want to bless you. He wants to build you into a man that can carry blessing without it crushing you and have it need to be lopped off because you're not doing anything with it. So here's the main idea of this video boiled down. God won't grow what you won't cut. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away, and every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it may bear more fruit. John 15:2. You have to lop off what's killing you. The late night secret habits, the casual hookups that you think doesn't matter, the laziness you spiritualize as a rest. Bro, you're gaming and listening to podcasts. That is not relaxing. You're just frying your brain. It's easier to repeat the past than redeem it, but that's not who you are. You're not just another guy stuck in a loop. You're the link in the chain where it breaks. You are the man God raised up to change your family tree. The chain can break with you. Your dad may have taught you how to work, but not how to love, or how to fight, but not how to feel. But that stops here. You've got sons watching you, daughters who will marry someone like you. You want the real world? Here's the reality. The stats show fatherlessness is tied to poverty, depression, addiction, crime, suicide, you name it. Boys without dads grow up angry or passive. Girls without present fathers grow up insecure or seeking affection in all the wrong places. If you're a father, the stakes are high, and if you're not, you still have some people in your life looking to you for guidance, I can promise you. And accepting your role as the man is essential for everyone around you. And understand this, being a man and being like Christ are not two separate goals. 1 Corinthians 16:13-14 says, be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong, and let all that you do be done in love. That's not just a nice verse, it's the standard. Obey or disobey. Being watchful, you're alert, spiritually and practically, firm. You don't flinch when pressure hits, strong, not just in the body, but in conviction. Every move you make is done in love. That's Jesus. That's what we were made for. So here's the call, person watching this video. Stop waiting for someone else to come fix it. Stop blaming your past. Stop numbing your pain with cheap pleasure and comfort. Dig deep, reveal it, let the light shine upon the darkness and heal. Get to work, bear fruit. Whatever it takes. Because this world doesn't need more alpha belligerent guys, and it definitely doesn't need more passive Christians. It needs you to be tender and tough, walking like Jesus and living a legacy hell cannot touch. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the 6th video out of 20 in our Maximize Manhood series. Subscribe if you want to see the next video, or go ahead and watch the other 5 that I just posted from here. Join our free Discord in the link below with other Christian men looking to better ourselves every day. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye.